All right, students, we're back again. So for those that have managed to join back, we can just try to type quickly hello, hi in the comment section there. I want to see if people are able to follow our live cast. I can see people are joining. So join. Just type hello in the comment section if you're able to see what we're doing. So type hello in the comment section in case you are there. I believe here network will be okay. Okay, someone is saying hello. All right, I believe people are still joining. Okay, they'll find us. Yeah, so what I was saying, in a case where a question has come in this way, if a question is having some coefficients before the x square and the y square, Michael Savia is saying hi. All right, welcome back, guys. I believe YouTube won't disappoint us. So what do, you always make sure that your equation doesn't have, in short, your equation looks like the standard equation. It must have x squared at the beginning, then y squared. For these remaining ones, we don't care because those, they will just help us give the value of g as well as f. So what we're going to do in this case, for us to make sure that at least our calculations are in line, for you to make this be in a form of x squared and y squared, you divide throughout by the number which is common. They can't give you numbers that are going to be different. They'll always be giving you numbers that are just the same as the coefficients here. So when you try to do that, you come and compare these to a standard equation, which is x squared y squared plus 2g x plus 2f y plus c equal to 0. All right, I can see a number of you are able to be part of us. Okay, that's nice. Okay, so you guys, I think if you check, we're going to compare as well. Estella is saying hi. Welcome back, guys. So if we compare this to that one, you notice that we are going to have x is equal to that, this is equal to that. Then here we have 2gx, it has to be equated to that. So write 2gx is equal to 8x. Sorry about the external noise where we are staying. You know, it's just to get used. It's just a matter of getting used. Okay, so in this case, you find that x and x will go, will divide, then g is going to be equal to 4. Same as to this part, we are going to equate this to that, so it will be 2 fy equal to negative 7 over 2y. So this and that will go, then f is going to be equal to negative 7 over 2 divided by 2, which is the same as negative 7 over 4. Remember that for you to calculate for the value of the center itself, center h comma k is always calculated by negative g comma negative f. Negative g comma negative f, that's how you calculate for the center itself. All right, if we plug in what g is and what f is, you find that our center h comma k is going to be equal to, here given Gambita is saying hello, welcome. So what is g? G is 4, meaning that it will be negative 4. What is f? F is negative 7 over 4. So when you plug this on the part of f, the negative which is here and the one which is there, they will of course cancel each other. We're going to end up having 7 over 4. So this is how you calculate for the center itself. That's how you calculate for the center itself. All right, How do you get the radius itself? We say the radius has to be equal to square root of g. Oh, by the way, if you check properly, you notice that we don't have the constant on this part. So in short, c is the same as 0. We don't have a constant from the actual question that we have. So c is the same as 0. So r is equal to square root. What is our g? Our g is negative, not really negative, it is just 4 squared. And what is our f? Our f is negative 7 over 4 c squared. Our c is 0, so you leave it like that. Those that are from joining, you can just type hello in the comment section. I'll be able to view your comment and not guessing but saying you are part of us. I believe YouTube won't disappoint us, because this is the only platform which I trust a lot as compared to Facebook. So here the good part is that whatever we're going to do will remain on YouTube. So whenever you feel like you can go back to the same video, you just be required to go back to the same video. So r is equal to, what is this? This is 16. Then this is 49 over 16. Remember, we don't use calculators. Yeah, we don't use calculators. So what are we going to do? We are going to multiply this and that. If you multiply 16 by 16, I think that would be 256. We can do those quick calculations. 256, and we'll have plus 49 over 16. So when you try to add this and that, that will be 5. We carry 1. This and that, that will be 9 plus 1, 10. So our radius will just be square root of 305 over 16, which is the same as square root of 305 over 4. You can put the units. So this is the opportunity for some of you that haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel. Where we are this time around, you can just like, you try to share, you try to also subscribe, because a lot of videos that are being posted on our YouTube channel, you can't easily receive the notifications to say we've uploaded a new video in a case where we haven't sent a link. So all what you need to do is just try by all means to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for us to at least be on a safe side together with you. Let's try to go to the next question. Of course, the next question again will come from circle geometry. I'll get this question from circle geometry as well. I'll get this question from circle geometry. Okay, which question can we solve now? Okay, find the equation of the circle whose, or the circle which tangent to the line, this one, and it passes through the point that this is not really important. Okay, so if you've managed to join us, you can just try to type hello in the comment section. I'll be able to see that you're part of us. Let me try to write a new question for you people here that's saying obtain the first 3 terms in the expansion a plus that in ascending powers of x if the first and the third term are okay. This is one of the most important questions we need to solve. Obtain the first obtain the first three terms in the expansion of question number 15. Just a bit, I want to see what power is the same question having. Question number 13. Not already here. Just want to see what power. Okay, the power which is here is 6. Then ascending powers. In ascending powers of x, if the first and the third term are 64 and 80 over 3 x power 3 respectively. Find the values of A and B Matthias said hello. Okay. And B and the second term. Quickly, you can write this question. Try to copy this question as quickly as possible. Subscribe to the channel for you to avoid missing anything that we're going to be posting. You can also share this together with your friends, especially the question we are solving now. It is somehow unique to you people, so you can share with your friends. If you're done copying, someone to remind me, just tell me to say like we're done. I believe after 1 minute everyone must be done. So if you're done, just try to type in the comment section I'm done, so that I should be able to see how many people are done. I believe everyone will be done by then. Type in the comment section when you're done. Answer is saying he's done. If you're done, try to type in the comment section so that we should be able to know how many are done. Instead of saying she's done. Those that are done, you can just type in the comment section, say I'm done. Those that are done, type in the comment section quickly. If you're done, quickly guys, try to type in the comment section to say I'm done. If you're done, just type in the comment section there. If you are done, type in the comment section I'm done. She's saying, I believe everyone is done by then, by this time. Let's try to dive in this question now. We see how we are going to solve. This is one of the questions that I think unique. There's one formula I didn't give you people. There is just a single formula which I didn't give you people. In a case whereby they give you an expression in a form a plus b, the power of n, where a can be any number, this one can also be any number. There's one additional formula that you can use for you to come up with, or for you to solve this problem which is here. What is that formula? This formula goes like this: a power of n plus, then here we have n1, a power of n minus 1, b1 plus, then we have n2. Please people, there is no over here. This is not an over. Please, we don't have over there. Then here we have a power of n minus 2, b2. This is exactly the same as Pascal's triangle, but if you check, this one keeps on reducing by 1. Here it reduces by 1, this one is increasing. There it reduces by 2, this one is increasing. So what are we going to do in this case? We'll end on the part where we're going to have n. Who can tell me why we're ending on this part where b is raised to power of 3? In a case where this is your a based on that, and this entire thing which is here is said to be our b, if we take it like that, and n is a 6. So who can tell me why here we are ending on the part where b is raised to power of 3? Quickly try to tell me why are we ending on the part where this is raised to power of 3. Why are we ending on the part where that is raised to power of 3? Why? Can someone try to explain to me why are we ending on the part where b is raised to power of 3? Try to tell me quickly. Try to tell me guys, why are we ending on the part where b is, or why are we ending on this term in short? Why are we ending on the part where this guy is? Why? Question says obtain 3 terms of the expansion. Oh, that's what the question is saying. I think you're right. This has to be power of 2. Sorry. Yeah. This has to be the power of 2. Yeah, you're right. Because the question says, okay, yeah, you're right. So in short, since, change here, this was supposed to be power of 2, x squared, not x power 3. If it was x power 3, you would have ended up to somewhere here. But since it says x power 2, we'll just end on this. The reason why we're ending there is because b is x over b. So when you replace this on this entire part, you notice something to say, you end up having x squared, which is going to look exactly the same as that. So in this case, what do you do? What is our a? Our a still remains as a, even there. I'll write it here. And what is our power n? Our power n is 6. Right? Then we have n. Oh, sorry, we have 6. 1. What is our a here? It is a. What is our power here? It is 6 minus 1. And what is our b? Our b is x over b from the question itself, plus 6 to here. Then we have a. Our n is 6 minus 2. And our b is x over b squared. Perfect. 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 When we try to proceed, I believe you still remember what I said. If you have n r, n r is the same as n combination of r, which is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial r factorial. Same to this part. What are we going to do? For us to come up with the answer for this part, we'll always be expressing it in that same way. Same as to this one, we'll do it in that same way. Before we proceed, let's try to start with the same parts. We need to simplify this. Remember, our n, which is 6 here, our r is 1, so this is going to be 6. 1 is the same as 6 combination of 1, which is equal to 6 factorial over 6 minus 1 factorial and 1 factorial. Do you still remember what 6 factorial is, or what's the meaning of factorial? The meaning of factorial simply means 6 by 5 by 4 by 3 by 2. Or let's try to, before we come to this, we simplify the denominator part. This is going to be 5 factorial multiplied by 1 factorial. Wow. So since this is the highest number having a factorial on the denominator, we expect this to be reduced up to 5 factorial only. So this is going to be 6 by 5 factorial over 5 factorial multiplied by 1 factorial. Who can tell me what 1 factorial is? What is 1 factorial? What is 1 factorial? So this and that will go into 6 over 1 factorial. What is 1 factorial? 1 factorial is equal to what? Ella, guys, 1 factorial is the same as what? Okay, good. People are able to respond. So 1 factorial is the same as 1. So this is going to be 6 over 1, which is equal to 6. Right? We do the same to this other part before we come to the actual expansion. How are we going to reduce this? Which is 6 2, which is equal to 6 combination of 2, that is 6 factorial over 6 minus 2 factorial, then 2 factorial. So we reduce the denominator, we'll have 6 factorial over 4 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial. If you check here, this is going to be equal to, we reduce this up to the highest number of factorial, which is here. So this is going to be 6 by 5 by 4 factorial over 4 factorial 2 multiplied by 1. The reason why we are ending on the number which is the highest on the denominator is because we are interested in cancelling this and that. So this is going to be equal to 6 multiplied by 5 over 2, which is equal to 15. All right. Now let's try to go back to our expression, meaning that this part is going to be replaced by 6. That part is going to be replaced by a 15. So our expression will be written as follows. Our expression in short is going to be a to the power of 6 plus 6. There, if you say a to the power, this part when you try to simplify it, this number here or this variable there is going to be a to the power of 6 minus 1, which is 5. I'll write it here, a to the power of 5. And this has to be multiplied here, which is x over b plus, when we come to this part which is here, this is the same as 15. The one which is here is the same as 15 according to what we're from getting here. So replace it as 15. Then a power of 6 minus 2, that is a to the power of 4. So have 15 a power 4. But we still have one thing which is remaining here. X over b squared is the same as x squared b squared. So we'll say multiply this by x squared over b squared. Do you still remember what the first and the third term is? So based on the question, they're saying the first term is equal to 64, meaning that this has to be equated to 64. The third term they're talking about has to be 80 over 3 x squared. So in short, this is going to be equated to 64, and this entire part has to be equated to 80 over 3x squared. So we can go. So a is equal to 64, 15a to the power of 4 x squared. Let me try to divide this entire thing by b squared. This will be equal to 80 over 3 x squared. Perfect. So x squared and x squared will go. We're going to have 15a to the power 4 over b squared, which is equal to 80 over 3. Here, if you check properly, which number when you multiply it 6 times will give you 64. So this is the same as a is equal to 6th root of 64. What number can you get after multiplying it 6? What number are you going to get if you multiply it? Which number when you multiply it 6 times is going to give you 64? Quickly, I think that is a very simple task for you to do. What number if you multiply it 6 times? Great. Given is saying it has to be 2. Of course, 2 is the value of a. Now our duty is on this part now. We know our a is 2, so we expect this to be 15. 2 to the power 4 over b squared equal to 80 over 3. All right. So we multiply this by that, this by this. When you multiply 3 by what is here, you say 3 by 15. 2 to the power of that, I think that has to be 16, which is equal to this multiplied by that is 80 b squared. What is 3 by What is 3 by 15? That's 45. 45 multiplied by 16 equal to 80 b squared. I think, do we have a number which can go into this and that? No. Right, so 45 multiplied by 10 plus 45 multiplied by 6. What you do, the number which is here, that's separate it. Remove, Matthias is saying 2, thank you. Remove a 6 from 16, you are going to have 10. So whatever 10 you have, which is remaining, you multiply with this number. Then a 6 you removed, you also multiply it by the same number. The same two answers you're supposed to add. That is the best method you can ever appreciate. So when you multiply this and that, you're getting, when you multiply these two, you're getting something like 415 plus, when you multiply this and that, what is 45 multiplied by 6? So 45 multiplied by 6, we start with this multiplied by that is 30. You write 0, you carry 3. This and that is 24. That's that, it gives us 270. So adding 270 plus 450, of course 270 plus 450, this and that will be, of course, let me try it right here, 0, that is 12, 2 we carry 1, this is 6 plus 1, 7. You can divide this by 8 now, by 80, meaning that b squared is going to be equal to this and that. What is 80 into 72? I think it has to be 9. Yeah, 9. So square root here plus or minus. B is going to be equal to plus or minus 3. Get the number which is the biggest here. So b has to be greater than 0. We expect b to be equal to 3. When you happen to get a value of b, of course, a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3. So the value of a and b are found to be 2 and b is equal to 3. From there, what do you do next? The next thing you're supposed to do here has to be, what is the second term? Do you still remember what our second term is? So our second term, based on what we are from calculating here, our second term is what we have on this part. So this is our second term. For us to get our second term, what do you do? For us to get our second term, what we need to do is we're going to replace everything which we are from getting there. So it will be 6. Our a value, the value of a from the second term here is 2 to the power 5. Then we have x over the value of b there is 3. So this into that, it will be 2. So we're going to get our second term as 2. What is 2 to the power of 5? What is 2 to the power of 5? Quickly, help me in the comment section. What is 2 to the power of 5? What is 2 to the power of 5? Great. Someone is saying 2 to the power 5 is 32. So 32 multiplied by that, it gives us 64x. Meaning that our second term that these people wanted is 64x. I think you can appreciate the concept that you've learned today, a new concept, an additional concept. Don't forget to share with your friends this very video. You can also try to subscribe to our channel. You can leave a comment if this has really made sense to you. You can also try to subscribe. See you next time when we have a live session. Of course, we use our YouTube channel next time because I feel like this is the most preferred platform as compared to Facebook. Keep on starting. Don't forget to use the standard questions which I directed you to for mathematics. If you use those standard questions, of course, the possibility of you getting 100% test 2 is very high because those are the only questions which a number of you will appreciate later on if you try to check properly based on your understanding. Bye bye. Keep on studying.